Welcome to another installment of This Is Not Normal on the Political Drain podcast with Drill Sergeant Doug, aka Admin Doug, a U.S. Army veteran, teacher, musician, and family man from Jamaica, now fights for justice and democracy through commentary and humor. Follow him on YouTube at Political Drain and at Sons of Liberty Official as Drill Sergeant, aka Admin Doug, continues to protect our freedoms.
Every time I try to get away from this story, they reel me back in. Oh man, YouTube, Drill Sergeant here. What's up? Happy New Year to you if I don't see you till then. Actually, you're going to be getting that countdown from me before then of all the criminal activities Trump has done since last January. But this one, it's not just another rehashing of the hilarity of the raccoon actions of Nicki Minaj. This time, I have no choice but to come on here and tell you that a new video has resurfaced of Nicki Minaj going so hard, going in on the president's wife, on who he is as a character for having married her. It's outstanding. It's just another unnecessary rake that she stepped on that has bashed her face in without anybody even telling her to do it. This time, for all the people out there, which are only a few, sure, but the few of you dummies out there who are saying, why are you making fun of this? This is so important. It's not funny. It's not funny. Shut up. What's wrong with you? It's the holiday season. You could be talking about more important things. Shut up. Laugh with us. We know what you need to do. You need to regulate your emotional state because there is a long road of fighting ahead. There's a long road. When the year turns over and my team comes back from the 2-week vacation that I've given them, we'll be back on the fight. But daggone it, enjoy the laugh. But just for you, seeing this heel turn and everything that has transpired, there's more to the story than just a laugh. Get ready for the explanation. This is going to be good. You don't want to miss it. Watch this first.
Nicki Minaj went from this video right here.
Y'all got the audacity to be intimidated by a bad mother queen and get your mother feelings hurt. But it's old mother K, because Barack needed a Michelle and Bill needed a mother Hillary. You better pray to God you don't get stuck with a mother Melania. You want brainless bitch to stroke your motherfucking ego? Well, you
To this.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high.
Now this is...
Yes. Yes. That's the same thing I said when I saw it. Now, listen, I'm not a big time, what are they called? Barbies? I don't know all of her stuff. I haven't seen all of her live shows, but seeing that has opened my eyes to a new reality that this is more of a heel turn than even I thought. I just thought she was a, indecent human being that does indecent things. Turns out she at one point called it like it was. Melania's a dumb broad. And the idiot who married her to stroke his ego because he has the sensibilities of a 5-year-old in a grown, potato sack painted orange with a comb over his body. I wouldn't say adult body, but that's what he looks like. How? Why? How could this happen? I cannot talk about this without going into what Lizzo said in her response to this and what it actually means. It's going to get deep. It's going to stay funny, hopefully. But yeah, here's Lizzo.
So I'm getting texts like about Nicki, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know. Then, you know, I researched and saw what was going on. And I'm going to say it like this. Celebrities' opinions of other celebrities does not matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. So my opinion of her does not matter. But what I will tell you is you're about to see an influx of people who see that it is more profitable and more beneficial to join that side. You're going to see it. It already started, and it's going to continue. This is his first year. This is Trump's first year as president. We got 3 more years of people who are going to surprise you. And it's going to hurt your feelings, and it's going to disappoint you. And you have to know that, like, there's money behind everything. There are privileges behind every move people in these positions make. And I'm not surprised.
Yes, she's correct. In other words, it's the grift. It's the grift. Even Karen Kirk, what's her stupid name? Even Mrs. Kirk told you with a Freudian slip, because that's all that was on her mind was the grift.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same gift. Grit. It has been a long day.
Notice something there. And she's only thinking about the grift. She knows this is a grift. It's on her mind 100% of the time as she uses these tools. And that's the point. You see, this is why they will accept her after what she said. That's the grift. The grift is they can, fool the people and extract money from the people, extract loyalty and money from the people by any diabolical means, whether they like it or not. They heard what she said about the president and his wife. They heard it. They know it. But it means nothing to them if they can use her to grift with. And that grift is for their community and ours. You see, there's a strange phenomenon going on here, YouTube. That phenomenon is with all of these rappers and celebrities, black celebrities, it's a grift for Kirk. It's a grift for the administration. It's a grift for Tucker Carlson, the people who grift out there and extract the money and the loyalty from the people. For Minaj and the other black rappers and entertainers, it's a transactional exploitation and a humiliation ritual. It's not a grift for them. They may get some money out of it, but it's not a grift for them. It's a transactional exploitation and a humiliation ritual. There's one way to put it.
You ain't see these rappers running with Trump. Of all the he could have went and got to say, hey, they're going to endorse me. They got my back. I need your support because they're going to influence you to support me. You could have came to Atlanta. It's a million goddamn doctors in Morehouse. Fuck you mean? You could have came right here to Georgia Tech. It's real engineers in here who going to help change the world. I ain't seen you pick now one of these to put on the stage. What he go get? Rap.
Right. You getting it? You getting it? You see, the grift doesn't work both ways. They're the tool for the grift. Minaj is a tool for the grift, either a pawn or a hostage. And there's both. There's both. We're going to talk about it. But show me the paycheck that any one of these people, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Minaj, show me the paycheck that's worth more than the people she's lost or the community she sold out, and the repercussions of that community that she sold out. The people who may change their mind, that 20%, that 8% of black women, the 20% of black men who were maybe in some way fooled by Snoop or Ice Cube, or thought that they were making the right decision and being, free thinkers because that idea, that seed was given to them, and then this idiot comes in office and everybody loses. Tell me the paycheck that they got Their purpose is to penetrate the black community and grift. They've successfully extracted not only the money and the people from the black community using your face, using you as the tool, they've extracted your ability to make money ever again without them. That's where you're going to have to go from now on to make any money at all. That's it. That's it. Even Snoop knew that. He understood that.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass is gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
Believe in the devil?
Definitely.
What do you think the devil is like?
President. I tell him straight up, motherfucker, if you like that, you motherfucker racist, you and him. Now what? The devil don't never give it to you in the intro. The devil gonna take his time with you. He gonna milk you in. Then he gonna flash on you. You didn't know I was him?
Ah, man.
That's what he did. He didn't know he was gonna win. He was gonna keep being what he was.
Yeah.
And then when he won, he had to do, you know what? America's based on racism. Let's not get it fucked up. He ain't making the rules. He's their token guy. He's the one to maintain stability. Got this out the White House and put some more white back up in here the way the shit was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You got the Russian scandal.
Yeah.
You got the fact that it was a nigga in office for 8 years, eating barbecue, basketballing, doing all kinds of just cool shit. So they like, you making white America black. I love white people, but I don't like Donald Trump.
Hey, I'll dance for you, muscle. Except...
Remember this? Snoop Dogg performing at the inaugural crypto ball. It was intended to honor the 60th presidential inauguration. America's first crypto president, President-elect Donald John Trump, his incoming cabinet and administration, wrote the event's website. Well, he gave an interview.
The situation that needs to be explained is that, 30 minutes or 30 years, right? So how long did I DJ for that night? 30 minutes? Yeah. Right? So David Sachs, which is the head of crypto. So say, for example, Ebro is David Sachs. He's been my friend for 15 years.
Pause here. Wait, you're friends with David Sachs?
This is really illuminating.
David Sachs, a billionaire who is not only big into crypto, he has also invested in Elon's companies like SpaceX, Tesla, Palantir. Sherilyn Ifill, a civil rights attorney, would post that Musk, Thiel, and Sachs all share formative ties to apartheid South Africa is such an obvious tell that I guess folks have just chosen to ignore it. I do not and will not.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Why would you do that, Snoop? Why did you knew why you shouldn't. What's your excuse? This is his reasoning.
Imagine that relationship that I have with Ebro, and he gets the job at the White House, and then Ebro says, hey, Snoop, I have an event. There are some very important people there that's going to help with the initiatives that you want to do dealing with the community in the hood. We need you to show up. We got a bag for you and a bag for the community. We just need you for 30 minutes. Boom. Ebro, I'm there. Show up, do the show, go back to the public. Man, why he do that for him over here? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
They were going to give my community a bag. They were going to give me and my community a bag. Oh, grift? Nah. Pawn. It's not a grift. And the cost was only a certain portion of the 20% of black men who helped Trump win because of you. Well, and some portion of that. You may not be the only reason, but because of what you did, because of your moment of weakness and your tap dancing, because you knew the cost of it. And you made yourself believe that because you could get a bag for the community that's going to run out soon, the cost of it, you knew what it was. It was them using your face, your community, against them. Lizzo was right. She was right about the money in the circles that people socialize in, sure. But she made it sound like the rappers are grifting. No, Nicki is a hostage. Snoop is a pawn. They're not the grifters. Nicki is a hostage for herself, for her brother, for her husband, right? That's what that is. But she's being used by the people who are actually grifting and using her to do it. Their own community, their own folks, and ours are the only losers here. That's the ones that they're extracting from, using you as the tool. Here's another hostage. To show you the difference between the pawn and the hostage, and Nicki is the latter, here's another hostage that was being used to extract money and loyalty from his community in exchange for his own freedom and even his own life. But the difference between Nicki and A$AP Rocky is a little word called integrity. Watch this. See if you can understand what I mean.
On July 2nd, 2019, Swedish authorities arrested Rocky and two members of his team on assault charges. Reports had emerged about the troubling detention conditions that A$AP Rocky and his crew were facing, including claims that they were held in solitary confinement and subjected to what was being described as inhumane conditions. It seemed like Trump quickly caught wind of the case because on July 19th, 2019, he spoke about it at the White House stating, "Many members of the African-American community have called me, friends of mine, and said, 'Can you help?' I personally don't know A$AP Rocky, but I can tell you he has tremendous support from the African-American community in this country. And when I say African-American, I think you can really say from everybody in this country because we're all one." And whether it was thanks to Trump's involvement or not, on August 2nd, 2019, Rocky was released from custody pending the verdict. Trump celebrated on Twitter saying, "A$AP Rocky released from prison and on his way home to the United States from Sweden. It was a rocky week. Get home ASAP, ASAP." And the case concluded on August 14th, 2019, when Rocky was found guilty of assault, but received no additional jail time beyond what he'd already served during his detention. And after his release, A$AP Rocky's reaction to Trump's involvement wasn't necessarily enthusiastic. In his 2021 documentary, Stockholm Syndrome, A$AP Rocky revealed that Trump's intervention actually complicated matters with Swedish authorities. He said, "I was kind of scared that Trump was going to F it up. But then on the other hand, I'm just like, that's what's up, man. You want the most support you could get. And it's like, oh, the president supports you? That's cool." However, Rocky expressed concerns that Trump's tweets and public statements might have had an adverse effect. He admitted by saying, "I'm just like, man, I don't want you to do anything. I was kind of scared that it would jeopardize me being in jail longer." And in a 2019 interview with GQ, when A$AP Rocky was asked about Trump claiming that Rocky had thanked him for his assistance, Rocky clarified his position by saying, "Man, I was just excited to be home. I'm just glad it's over with, honestly. I had no problem saying thank you to the man, especially someone who tried to help me. But personally, and I'm speaking for myself, I don't know any of Trump's intentions or what they are. That's a lot of smoke."
Hostages and willing pawns all get used the same way to a grifter. All of them. And even though Trump got what he needed, he got the photo shoot of him shaking the hand or A$AP telling him thank you. Even though he got the photo shoot he needed, shaking the hand of a popular black culture influencer with the psychological grip on black children's and communities' minds, simply because that's the nature of art. That's what it does. That's why they don't go to Georgia Tech. That's why they go to the hip-hop community, because that's the point. But more importantly, Trump wanted more. Even though he got what he wanted more, and A$AP Rocky did not give it to him. That's called integrity. He had no choice. He was a hostage. The difference between him and Nicki is when they wanted more, to extract more from him, he didn't give it. He was no longer a hostage. He became free. Yes, mentally and physically. Watch how Ebro breaks this down, and this is going to be the ending. This hopefully ties it all together. So you're welcome to the people out there who couldn't just laugh at this story. Thanks for reeling me back in. But it's not you that reeled me back in. It was that video. Watching her do that and then turn around and call this upright potato sack painted orange with a ferret tail on his head combed over to the side, dashing and handsome. I couldn't believe it. And then I started thinking about it, and this video is what culminated after that thinking process. Here's another pawn, not a hostage, Ice Cube. And here's how Ebro breaks this all down, ties it all together. And I'll meet you on the other side. I got you.
Stiles and Rosenberg.
So here we are. Ice Cube. That's right, Ice Cube. F the police, Ice Cube. Somebody I consider a friend who I haven't spoke to. Because I don't know why he's jumping out the fray right now trying to help Trump write his policy for black folks. Ice Cube, in all this time, and all the scholars, and all the political folks who are very involved, actively on the front line, trying to uplift black folks financially through HBCUs and black banks and all of these things. We haven't heard of Trump meeting and writing policy with any of those people. Any of those people. But for some reason, every time it comes to speaking for black folks, finances, policy, why is it always a rapper?
Boom. Boom. Out of all of the intelligent, experienced, knowledgeable, educated, doctoral candidates to choose to partner with, you went and got the people who are either the least educated because of that reason or the most popular, sinking into the deepest, darkest reaches of the psyche of the black culture, because that is what art does. You never meant to do anything about the things in that platinum plan. You only wanted to extract the money and the loyalty from a community that saw you for what you were, but knew that you had a chance to change a piece of their mind, just a small bit of the community, if you got tap dancers who were really good at doing it, who were at the top of their game in art and had the community's mind. The grifter was a Nicki. She's the tool. She's a hostage, because they're going to throw her out of here with or without that tap dancing that she did, and she's hoping that they won't. She's hoping that they'll let her brother, who is a kitty tiddler, out of there. She's hoping that she can get her husband some freedom, because he's also an indecent human being, rapist. She's a hostage. But unlike A$AP Rocky, she came running back for more and more and more, because she's also realized that they have extracted from her the ability to make money anyway without them ever again. And she's going to have to go to them to beg for it from now on. That's the sad part. But just in case you need one more laugh, I'll show you that video again, because it's funny.
Nicki Minaj went from this video right here.
Y'all got the audacity to be intimidated by a bad mother queen and get your mother feelings hurt. But it's old mother K, cause Barack needed a Michelle and Bill needed a mother Hillary. You better pray to God you don't get stuck with a mother Melania. You niggas want brainless bitch to stroke your motherfucking ego. Well, you
To this.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
Yep, that's the nuance. If that's what you're looking for, you're welcome. I thought it was important to say, and I don't think enough people have had this take. Who's the grifter, who's the hostage, who's the pawn, and how they're being used. Because that resurfaced video is the thing that kicked this off. I hope you enjoyed it, YouTube. Time to fight is now. Ground news has very quickly become one of my most prized resources, my go-to even, because I get to find out what stories are not covered by the blind spot feature, which I love, but not just the blind spot feature. Any of the stories that I bring up, I can see what either side is saying about it. I can also see who's paying for those headlines. It tells me who owns the publication, which also lets me know who they're writing it for. Many times, none of that is for us, but understanding the context helps us understand the story. Ground news is absolutely one of, if not the best way to know that you've gotten every side of a story and that there's not enough spin in the world that could have you misinterpret it. Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind. The kind that moves. But here's the thing. None of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're going to pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads. It's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works.
That was the Political Drain podcast, which can be heard on www.groovechillradio.com/political-drain and can be viewed on the Political Drain YouTube channel anytime. Once again, thank you for listening to Groove Chill as we resist fascism in any form, pursue democracy, peace, and love.